All right, buddies, let's begin. So, tax rates. Tax rates. Now, this is again very important for our understanding. Tax rates for individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person. So, guys, tax rates are of two types. One is, for individuals, one is the normal tax rates here that you see. This is for what? HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person, slab rate for assessment year. Let's change this guy, sorry. 24-25. Assessment year 24-25. This is Finance Act 23, assessment year 24-25. Up to 2,50,000 rupees, that is the basic exemption limit, nil. 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%. And above 10 lakh rupees, 30%. So this 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, that is for 2,50,000 rupees, 5%. How much will it come up to? If you do the math, 12,500. This is 12,500. Then 5 lakh to 10 lakh, for 5 lakh, 20% will be 1 lakh. So shortcut, up to 10 lakh, how much you have to pay? 1,12,500. And above 10 lakhs, it is how much? 30%. Above 10 lakhs, it is 30%. So, if you see, this is one part which was there. Now, if I go to the Finance Act, if you go to Finance Act 23, and if I check the first schedule, same thing you will get. See, same thing. All these other things. Your TDS rates and all that. This is what I want to show you. Now, guys, there is one section 115 BAC. What is this? 115 BAC is a section where you can choose an alternate tax regime. Instead of going to this, right? In this, as I told you in the first few classes, you can also opt for deductions. What are deductions? First, you have the intra-head deduction, like for salary, you'll get standard deduction. And then for other things, you'll get various things. And you also get inter-head deductions. And also after all the heads of income are over, like gross total income, you will get Chapter 6A deductions. So you could have claimed all those things. And if you claim all those things, you can opt under this one. This is the normal regime. That is the old regime. Whereas 115 BAC is the alternate tax regime. Alternate tax regime means what? Instead of this, I can go to 115 BAC. Now tell me, in 115 BAC, will you get whatever I told you now, Chapter 6 deductions and all, will you get? No. Except a few, which we'll see when we go to 115 BAC, except a few, will not get anything else. But a huge change came in 2023 budget. What happened? Nirmala aunty did two things. First one, she said, I'm going to amend 115 BAC. Means what? I'm going to change certain things in 115 BAC. And second, she said, I am now going to make, that is the most important thing, 115 BAC as the default regime. Means what? This regime is now a choice. This one, whatever I'm telling you, is a choice. 115 BAC is the actual default regime. And amendment was like this. She created 6 slabs. We will see. Before we see this, obviously guys, since it's a regular batch, we'll be going full in depth. Let's watch the budget speech, last part of the budget speech. Right? Because ultimately we should do all these things only. There's no point otherwise. In studying income tax, whatever way we want, we shouldn't study. We should study the correct way.
Any tax. Not pay.
1 second.
Income tax in both old and new rich. EEE state proposed to increase the rebate limit to 7 lakhs. Now I come to what everyone is waiting for. Personal income tax. I have 5 major announcements to make in this regard. These primarily benefit a hard-working middle class. The first one concerns rebate. Currently, those with income up to 5 lakh do not pay any tax, do not pay any income tax in both old and new regimes. I propose to increase.
So, up to 5 lakh rupees, no, 12,500 rupees we saw tax. Up to 5 lakh rupees, 12,500, government has created something called as a rebate under 87 capital A. Come to that, if you see here, 87 capital A, there is a rebate. There you go. So, up to 5 lakh, what will be my tax? 2,50,000 to 5 lakh into 5%, that is 12,500. So, they say even though you are earning less than 5 lakh, that if you're earning exactly 5 lakh, the tax that you would have paid is how much? 12,500. Now, that portion I am not charging you. Means I will charge tax, but I will give you a rebate of 12,500. So, how much will be the tax payable? Nil. This was there in the old and the new regime both. Rebate up to 5 lakh. This also has changed. What is the change now? We'll see.
Rebate limit to 7 lakhs.
Seven lakh, as if others understood, they're tapping. Anyway, 7 lakh. Now, 5 lakh is increased to 7 lakh. But interesting to know, is it in the old regime or new regime? We'll see that. Monkeys in the zoo and politicians, no difference.
Propose to increase the rebate limit to 7 lakh in the new tax regime. Thus, persons in the new tax regime with income up to 7 lakhs will not have to pay any tax at all. The second proposal relates to middle class individuals. I had introduced in the year 2020 the new personal income tax regime, with 6 income slabs starting from 2.5 lakh. I propose to change the tax structure in this regime by reducing the number of slabs to 5 and increasing the tax exemption limit to 3 lakhs. The new tax rates are 0 to 3 lakh, nil. 3 to 6 lakhs, 5%. 6 to 9 lakhs, 10%. 9 to 12 lakh, 15%. 12 to 15 lakhs, 20%. And above 15 lakhs, 30%. This will provide major relief to all taxpayers in the new regime. An individual with an annual income of 9 lakhs will be required to pay only 45,000 rupees. This is only 5% of his or her income. It is a reduction of 25% on what he or she is required to pay now. That is 60,000. So in the place of 60,000, it is now only 45,000. Similarly, an individual with an income of 15 lakh rupees would be required to pay only 1.5 lakh or 10% of his income or her income, a reduction of 20% from the existing liability of 1,87,500 rupees. My third proposal is for the salaried class and the pensioners, including family pensioners, for whom I propose to extend the benefit of standard deduction to the new tax regime. Each salaried person with an income of 15.5 lakh rupees or more will thus stand to benefit by 52,500 rupees. My fourth announcement in personal income tax is regarding the highest tax rate, which in our country is 42.74%. This is among the highest in the world. I propose to reduce the highest surcharge. Rate from 37% to 25% in the new tax regime. This would result in reduction of the maximum rate. This would result in the reduction of the maximum tax rate to 39%. Lastly, the limit of 3 lakh rupees for tax exemption on leave encashment on retirement of non-government salaried employees was last fixed in the year.
This you leave, useless it is. Okay, guys. So if you see what all changes now, tell me, guys. This is now all the changes that came. No, it is only for the new tax regime. So whatever we discussed here in the notes is all correct only, but it's all for the old regime. This 87A, 5 lakh rupees, 12,500 is still existing. For which regime? Existing regime. But for the new, the new regime, alternate tax and 115 BAC, it will change. How much is it? 7 lakh rupees. Correct? This is for the normal. Normal means this one. This one. Correct? Now the 115 BAC, for that regime, what is the rebate? 5 lakh is increased to 7 lakh. Yes, 5 lakh is increased to 7 lakh. Now, in the end only, she'll put one dialogue. I'll show you what dialogue she'll tell. She'll tell that the the new regime under 115 BAC only will be what? The default regime. I'll just show you that and then we can. That is the most important dialogue actually. The whatever 115 BAC that we are seeing only will be the default regime, which means whatever we did now, that 2 lakh 50, 2 lakh 50 to 5 lakh, that will be choice. That will be a choice.
2002. About 38,000 crore to 37,000 crore in direct taxes and rupees 1,000 crore in indirect tax. In line with the increase in the government salaries, I am proposing to increase this limit to 25 lakh rupees. We are also making the new income tax regime as the default tax regime. However, citizens will continue to have the option to avail the benefit of the old tax regime. Apart from these, I'm also making some other changes as
All that is useless, yes. That dialogue is very important because now the 115 BAC regime is the default tax regime. Excuse me. So, under the old regime, I mean, this will become the old regime now. That normal up to 2 lakh 50 and all those things. So, old and the new. New is 115 BAC and this is the default regime. So what is the basic exemption limit here, guys? In the old regime, how much is it? Basic exemption limit 2 lakh 50,000. Under the new regime, you see, I showed you 3 lakh. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 slabs. 6 slabs. And basic exemption limit is 3 lakh 6 slabs. Rebate under 87A is 12,500 up to income of 5 lakh. In the new regime, which is the default regime, is how much? Up to 7 lakh, no tax. Which one? That you will have to see. Check here. How much will it be? 3 lakh to 6 lakh is 5%. Yeah, 3 lakh into 5% is how much? 3 lakh into 5% is how much? 3 lakh into 5% is how much? 10% is 30,000. 5% is 15,000. Plus 6 lakh to 7 lakh, 1 lakh 10%. 10,000. 10,000 plus 15,000. How much will it come up to? 25,000 rupees. Rebate will be 25,000 rupees. Double. Right? And next, what? Of course, here you can get chapter 6A deductions and all. Here, very limited deductions that we'll see later. And guys, earlier it used to be standard deduction under salary. 50K was there. Here we will see. It has now been allowed. We'll see that later. And this is the default regime now. From assessment year 24-25, this has become the old regime. But I have a choice. I can take anything. I can take both. No problem. So that rebate, whatever we discussed, is still applicable. Only in the new regime, which is the default regime, they have changed it. So if you see the slab rate in the new regime, it's this. Up to 3 lakh, nil. 3 lakh to 6 lakh, 5%. 6 lakh to 9 lakh, 10%. And one more big change, surcharge. Maximum surcharge is how much, guys? 37%. Here it is 25%, which means MMR under the old one, 42.744%. Before the break, we discussed this. Here MMR will be how much? 39%. How? 30% plus 25% plus 4%. These are all the various changes. Maximum surcharge, super tax, 37%. Here it is 25. So kindly note all these changes are only for the 115 BAC section only, not for others. Right. Up to 3 lakh, nil, 3 lakh to 6 lakh, 5%, 6 lakh to 9 lakh, 10%, 9 lakh to 12 lakh, 15%, 12 lakh to 15 lakh, 20%, and above 15 lakh, 30%. These are all the amendments here. See that later. We'll see this part, we'll see later. I just want to show you this, that's all. Anyway, coming back. Yeah. This is, and one more thing, guys. For here, no, in this old regime, for senior citizens, basic exemption limit is 3 lakh. For super senior citizens, who are senior citizens? 60 years and above. Who are super senior citizens? 80 years and above. For 80 years and above, basic exemption limit is 5 lakh. But whether you are senior citizen, super senior citizen, it is still 3 lakh only, no change. So it may be better for super senior citizens and all to go to the normal old regime. So if you see, in case of resident individuals, here again individuals, here resident individuals, age 60 years and above, senior citizen, but less than 80 years at any time, up to 3 lakh, nil, 3 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, above 10 lakh, 30%. Same thing, basic exemption limit is shifted to 3 lakh, that's all. And for super tatas, means what, 80 plus, then for them it is what, up to 5 lakh, nil, 5 lakh to 10 lakh, 20%, above 10 lakh, 30%. Interesting to note, guys, if you are a 62-year-old non-resident, what is the basic exemption limit? It is 2.5 only because it is only for resident individual. If you see here, the basic exemption limit of 3 lakh and 5 lakh, as the case may be, shall not apply for non-resident. Shall not apply for a non-resident. It is only for resident individuals. So our previous year is 1st April 23. Guys, if you are born on 1st April 63. If a person is born on 1st April 63, his birthday will be 1st April of every year. On 1st April 2023, if he is born on 1st April 1963, his 60th birthday will fall on 1st April 23. Correct. My question is, when should for our assessment year, let me make it 64. 64. What is my previous year? 1st April 23 to 31st March 24. On 31st March 24, he will be 59 years or 60 years? His birthday was 1st April 64. On 31st March 24, 60 years or 59 years? 59, no. So, very simple. So, simple example. One person was born on 1st April 1964. He will turn 60 years only on 1st April 2024. On 31st March 24, obviously he is 59 years. The question is, what is my assessment year? What is my assessment year? 1st April 24. Same. Finance Act 23 assessment year will be 1st April 24. On the assessment year, I become 60. That's fine. But in the previous year, I am still 59. So my basic exemption limit is 2.5 lakh or 3 lakh? This issue went to court. That fellow said, no, I am already Tata. One day here and there, it's okay. So he took a basic exemption limit of 3 lakh. Assessing officer said, no, your 60th birthday is in the assessment year, not in the previous year. Still valid point. On 31st March, you are actually what? 59 years. On 1st April, you are 60 years. There is a peculiar scenario, went to court. How did the court decide? Should I give benefit or not give benefit? They said it's better to give benefit. It's fine. 1 year, nothing will happen. That is 1 day difference. See, if you are born on 2nd April, 3rd April, no, that's different. You are born on 1st April. Right? Parents have planned it properly. Right? So what do you think? Will you get 1 extra year benefit? Yes. So check this. A person born on 1st April would be considered to have attained a particular age on 31st March, the day preceding the anniversary of his birthday. Such a person would have completed the age of 60 or 80 as on 31st March of the previous year, and hence would be eligible for enhanced basic exemption limit. So in our example, if you are born on 1st April 1964 or 1st April 1944, you will attain the age of 60 or 80 when? On 31st March 2024. You would have attained the age of 60 or 80 on 31st March 2024, even though your birthday is on 1st April. Technically, if you actually count, your birthday is on 1st April 24, which is the assessment year 24-25, which is not the previous year. You should be a resident as on the previous year, not assessment year. Correct? So if your birthday is on 1st April 64 or 1st April 44, whatever, doesn't matter. As per Supreme Court decision and as per CVDT circular, this is a question of law. When is your year completed was the question of law. They said no problem, it is deemed to be completed on 31st of the previous year. If you are born on 1st April 64 or 1st April 44, you will become 60 or 80 as the case may be as on 31st March 2024. See, Supreme Court case. Prabhu Dayal Sesma versus State of Rajasthan and another 1986 case law. AIR, All India Report, 1948 volume. The Supreme Court observed that while counting the age of the person, the day starts from 12 a.m. midnight and he attains the specified age on the preceding day. This is not actually a benefit, it's a question of law. So, when is your birthday? 13th October, which means on when will you turn the next year age? 12th October midnight. Imagine, this is the law. So when all it's a Supreme Court decision, right? That's why. So that is what it is. Very simple. On the preceding day. Got it? Now, surcharge on income tax. Surcharge is like the super tax. In case of individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial juridical person, surcharge at the following rate shall be levied on the income tax payable. You see any other income now. Up to 50 lakhs, nil. You see 10, 15, 25, 37. This you have to remember, guys. Up to 50 lakhs, nil. Above 50 lakhs, up to 1 crore, 10%. Above 1 crore, up to 2 crore, 15%. Above 2 crore, up to 5 crore, 25%. And above 5 crore, 37%. And guys, this 37% has become how much? Still remains 25% under 115 BAC. If you opt for 115 BAC, it will be 25%. We have seen the FM speech. And she is very clearly mentioned that the highest surcharge rate will be 25% for only the new regime. Which means if you are a person earning 10 crores and all, for you it is better under the old regime, sorry, new regime, 115 BAC. Why? Because your surcharge from 37% is reduced to 25%. If you do the calculation, you will feel this is only better. So up to 50 lakhs, nil. We'll come to this column 1 second. Above 50 lakh and up to 1 crore, 10%. Above 1 crore up to 2 crore, how much? 15%. Above 2 crore up to 5 crore, 25%. Above 5 crore, 37%. 37%. Guys, earlier dividend was charged in whose name? Dividend was paid by company. Even now dividend is paid by company only. But the taxation of dividend was on whom? Company used to pay tax on dividend. It used to call it DDT, dividend distribution tax. And in the hands of shareholders, it was exempt. But the lawmakers changed it 3-4 years ago. They said, company concept of DDT is abolished. And shareholder has to pay tax on dividend under income from other sources. Nothing can be done. Income from other sources you need to pay. That is one part of the story. Second part, Arun Jaitley changed the law. There are two sections, 111A and 112A. 111A, was in certain things short-term capital gain on selling of certain securities. The rate was a reduced rate of 15%. And we had 112A. This is for long-term capital gain on sale of securities, especially equity shares. The rate was reduced to 10%. They had a 1 lakh exemption limit, which means if I earn 10 lakh rupees from selling of equity shares, 1 lakh no tax. Remaining 9 lakh at the rate of 10%, 90,000 rupees. Flat rate. These are all special rates of tax. 111A, short-term capital gain on sale of securities. 112A, long-term capital gain on sale of securities. In capital gain chapter, you'll learn it more in depth. Then I have, of course, dividend. I have dividend. When the tax rates were reduced, people, may sell, may not sell, whatever the case may be. Then if I earn a lot of income through these things, and also companies, like for example, Akshata Murthy, that is Narayan Murthy's daughter, got 69 crore dividend. 69 crore dividend from Infosys. Earlier, who used to pay tax? Infosys. Now who has to pay? Akshata Murthy. Because of, especially these two things are still okay. Because of dividend taxation, what happened was people started now earning lot of money. And now earlier also they were earning, but who was paying tax? The company. Now who has to pay? SSC. So SSC went and told, sir, if it is excluding that income, it's okay. But including that income, it's going beyond 5 crore. Will you still charge 37% surcharge for me? I'll pay income tax. Surcharge, why are you charging so much? It was a valid question. That is why, are you understanding the logic? Like earlier you were paying, I was getting fully exempt. I will not take it in my income only, exempt. But now because I have to pay tax, not only do I have to pay 30%, but you are making me pay 42.744%. Why? Because, why? It is, what do you say? I have to pay tax on dividend. And you are charging surcharge of 37%. Which means my investment in the capital of the company, and if I'm earning 1 lakh rupees, and if it's going beyond 5 crores, assume, on that 1 crore rupees I'm earning, let's say it's going beyond 5 crore because of this income, 1 crore I'm earning. Because of that 1 crore, I'll have to pay 42 lakh 74,400 rupees. Why the hell should I invest? Think about it. So much tax if you take for 60 lakh return, why should I invest? I've invested so much money in the shares. So they said, government said, how much were you paying surcharge before? Sir, 15% I was paying, sir. Now because of your stupid rule, I have to pay 42.744%. It created havoc in the market, actually. People started dumping their shares. Who cares? Leave it. I don't want. Because the cost of, earnings will be some 20% extra. In that you are taking tax, full tax you are taking. So government listened and see this deadly change. Up to 5 lakh and 1 crore for dividend income and income under 11A, 112A, same rate. This also same rate. These two are changed, guys. If it goes above 2 crores up to 5 crores, or if it goes above 5 crores, whatever the case may be, I will not charge more surcharge. Surcharge will remain at 15%. On which income? Dividend income, 111A income, 112A income. Got it? So if the amount is, what do you say? Up to 50 lakh, dividend income nil, and other income nil. Up above 550 lakh and up to 1 crore, dividend income 10%, any other income 10%. We'll see examples, you'll understand. Above 1 crore and up to 2 crore, 15, same. This, any other income, if it's going beyond 2 and up to 5, above 5, you pay money, 25, 37, makes sense. Because of dividend income, it's going beyond 2 crore. Because of 111A and 1128, it's going beyond 2 crore and 5 crore. Why should I pay this higher rate of surcharge? I will not pay. What is the surcharge amount? 15%. Government said for these three type of incomes, 15%. When we see a sum, you'll understand. So, ultimately what happened now? For 111A, what is the tax? 15%. What is the surcharge? Surcharge for any income above 1 crore now is always 15%. (112A) tax 10% beyond 1 lakh exemption limit. Beyond 1 lakh exemption limit. How much is it? 10%. Surcharge beyond 1 CR. 15%. No change. Guys, for dividend, what is the tax rate? I did not discuss at all. There is no tax rate. Normal rates. Elaborate. But surcharge greater than 1 crore, 15%. Got it? Huh. Yes, we'll see a sum. We'll see a sum. This is the same. Once you see a sum, you'll understand that question. First, I'll show you the various permutations, combination, then we'll do a sum. We have to do a concept called marginal relief. Once you do that, we'll do a sum. Check this now. Possible scenarios. Total income in your question, everything included, does not exceed 50 lakhs. Then nil, no tension. Total income including specified income exceeding 50 lakh but does not exceed 1 crore. On full surcharges 10%, no change. Total income including specified income exceeds 1 crore but does not exceed 2 crore. 15%, no change. Specified income means that only. Total income excluding the specified income means what? Excluding dividend income, excluding 11A, excluding 112A. If it is 2 crore but does not exceed 5 crore, and on that income, how much you will get? 15% you will have to pay. And separately on dividend income, on 111A and 112A, how much you have to pay? 15%. Again, total income excluding specified income, if it exceeds 5 crore. On other income portion, how much I'll pay? 37%. On this income, how much I'll pay? 15%. This was excluding. But still, what if I include and it still becomes the same? That is, in income is exceeding 2 crore. Total income is exceeding 2 crore, but including the specified income. That also doubt may come, no? In this example, I am excluding. See, this is including, no tension. In these two, I am excluding. That's why for that normal full income part, 25 I will charge, 37 I will charge. Only for the dividend part, only for the 111A part, 112A part, how much I'll charge? 15%. That's okay. But guys, if my total income exceeds 2 crore, that is including the specified income, which is not covered in situation 4 and 5. For example, my other income is 1.6 crore and my dividend income is 60 lakhs. Other income is 1.6 crore, dividend income is 60 lakhs. Overall, how much? 2.2 crore. Is it exceeding 22 crore? Yes. So what will be the surcharge on the amount of income tax so computed? They say same. It shall not exceed 15%. Shall not exceed 15%. Overall will be just 15%. Why? Because it's exceeding 2 CR. It is in a situation not covered under 4 and 5. To cover everything, check out the examples here, you'll understand one by one. Everything, all possible scenarios are covered. Correct? Page A7. Name, Ram. Capital gain income 7 lakh. 112A income. Short term capital gain 7 lakh. Long term capital gain 6 lakh. Other income 65 lakhs. What's the total income? 78 lakhs. This will come under which situation in the table? Situation 2 or 1? 78 lakhs. So situation 2 it will come. Situation 2. So for specified income, how much is the surcharge? 10%. What is the specified income? 7 lakh plus 6 lakh. For 13 lakh, what is the surcharge? 10%. Means once you calculate the tax on it, on that surcharge, 10%. Then for other income, 65 lakhs. Once you compute the tax, what is the surcharge? 10%. Here I need not compute separately. Tax I'll compute separately, but surcharge I can put one shot only because it's 10%. Next one you see. 111A, 12 lakh 75. Then 112A, 11 lakh 50,000. Other income 1.7 CR. Both including it is less than 2 crore. Which situation? Third situation. 15%. Right? Very simple. 15%. Tax I will compute separately, but surcharge will always be 15%. Third one you see. Capital gain 5 lakh 50, 2 lakh 25. But other income is 3 lakh 15, 3.15 CR. Which situation? Fourth situation. Why? Income excluding the capital gain income only is more than 2 crore. More than 2 crore. Yes or no? More than 2 crore. Fourth situation. How much will I pay? 25% I'll pay for other income. Which is other income? Tax on 3.15 crore. And tax on 5.5 and 2.25. What's the surcharge I'll pay? 15%. Fourth one, Sam. Other income is 5.59 crore. Capital gain income and other one is some 7.75 crore plus 3 lakh 15,000. Some 7.78 crore it is. Tell me, for 5.59 crore, which situation first of all? Situation 5. For that portion of 5.59 crore, how much I'll pay? 37%. For that 5.59 crore, how much I'll pay? 37%. For that 7.75 crore and 3.15 crore, how much I'll pay? 15%. Next one, guys. Next one you see. All put together, all inclusive, it crosses 2 crore. Is it situation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. Are you understanding? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? No. Why? Including is crossing 2 crore. That is why this section will come. If the total income exceeds 2 crore, all including, surcharge will be how much? Shall not exceed 15%. So here what is the answer? 15%, 15%. Why? Because here which income is more actually? 111A income is more or no? So same logic. I am earning other things, so the surcharge will be maximum limit of 15%. Sixth point you see, 6.42 crore 111A. Other income 85 lakh. All put together, how much is it? 7.27 crore. But again, it doesn't come under any situation. Last point you see, total income is exceeding 2 crore. All inclusive. Surcharge shall not exceed how much? 15%. Because guys, it has crossed 5 crore, 2 crore because of specified income or non-specified income? Specified income. If it had because of non-specified income, then situation 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is there. Especially 1, 2, 3 is there. Correct? That 1, 2, 3 is all inclusive anyway. But 4 and 5 specifically, if it is excluding that, if it's going beyond 2 and 5, then okay, you charge this 25 and 37. But all including it is going beyond 2 crore means you have no right to charge 25 and 37. It should be stuck to how much? 15%. Next one you see, this no tension. All inclusive, it is 52 lakh 40,000. Which situation? Second situation. Exceeds 50 lakh, does not exceed 1 crore. 10%, 10%. All including, it is not crossing 2 crore. Situation number 3. Yes or no? Situation number 3. How much? 15%, 15%. Correct? Situation 3. That is point number 8. Shan. Which situation? Situation 3. Lalit. All put together is less than 50 lakh. What do you think? No surcharge. Which situation? Situation 1. For Lalit, it is situation 1. Asif, you see. 112A 7 crore. Other income 4 lakhs. It is not in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is in the other one. All put together, it is more than 2 crore. What is the maximum surcharge you can charge? 15%. 15%. Got it, guys? Very simple. So after the concept of marginal relief, we will do a proper sum on. It's there in the workbook. You see. First we'll do marginal relief. I think we'll have to do it tomorrow only. Then you see. Raghav question, Madhavan question, Ravan question. These 3 questions we will be solving because you see there is capital gain income, dividend income, all this is there. We will be solving. Before that we need to understand what is marginal relief and then we'll have to solve the other things. We'll finish off the other areas now. Health and education cess is always 4%. Now total income has to be rounded off, guys. When you compute the total income, it should be rounded off to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Total income. Sir, what about tax? Tax also should be rounded off to the nearest multiple of 10 rupees. Amount of tax payable is 99,995. It will be rounded off to 1 lakh. 99,994. Then it is 99,994 tax payable. How much will be rounded off to? 99,990. 4 rupees discount by Nirmala madam. right? Yes. So that is what it is. Rebate, we have already seen. Rebate is only for individual resident in India. Non-resident will not get any rebate. Total income does not exceed 5 lakh rupees shall be entitled to a reduction of an amount of 100% of the income tax or 12,500, whichever is less. 87A will always be calculated before levy of health and education cess. So Mr. Digvijay, age 35, has a taxable income of 4,68,000. What is his calculation of tax? 2,50,000 to 5 lakh, up to that 5%, right? So 4,68,000 minus 2,50,000. How much? 1 lakh, 2,08,000. 2,18,000. On 2,18,000, 5%. So how much, guys? 10,900 rupees. What is the rebate maximum limit? 12,500 rupees. Or whatever is tax you are payable, whichever is less. So what is the rebate under 87A? 10,900. Overall tax computation will be like this, guys. Total income, like tax on total income, less rebate. How will you compute tax on total income? Two ways. 115 BAC and existing regime. Existing regime has become old regime. This is default regime. Then rebate. Rebate now under old regime is 5 lakh. New regime will be 7 lakh or 25,000 rupees. Rebate amount is how much? 25,000. Next, add surcharge. Maximum surcharge under old regime, 37%. New regime, 25%. You have seen. That is for income exceeding how much? 5 CR. Income exceeding 5 CR. After adding health and education cess, you have what, guys? Total, health and 4% total tax liability. Total tax liability. This total income is after all deductions or what? First point, total income. Is it after all deductions? Yes. You will get something called GTI, gross total income. From that, you will subtract all the deductions, chapter 6A and all those things. Finally, you will get net total income. On net total income only, you will deduct the tax. Anyway, you have seen all this in Inter. Once we start solving few problems, you'll understand all that. Tax rates for cooperative societies. Up to 10,000, 10%. Up to 10,000 to 20,000, 20%. Above 20,000, 30%. Surcharge is leviable at 12% if the total income exceeds 1 crore. Here, surcharge is 12%. Different. Local authority, BBMP and all. Tax is specified 30% on the whole of the income, guys. And surcharge is leviable at 12% if the total income exceeds 1 crore. Surcharge is 12% here also. Income should exceed 1 crore. Companies, slightly different. Firms and LLPs, guys, flat rate of 30%. Surcharge, you see, up to 1 crore nil. Greater than 1 crore up to 10 crore, 12%. More than 10 crore also, 12%. You see, surcharge is highest for whom? Individuals. 37%. Individual AOP, BOI, HF. Crazy. And in the new regime, how much is it? Yes. Foreign company, you see down, foreign company. Foreign company tax rate how much? 40%. Up to 1 crore, nil. 1 crore to 10 crore, since the rate is crazy, surcharge is little less, 2%. For earning more than 10 crore, surcharge is 5%. Guys, for surcharge, is it like slab rate? 1 crore to 10 crore, 2%? No. Surcharge is direct. Tax on tax it is. Your income is 11 crore, whatever tax you compute into 5%. Domestic company, you see, guys. Domestic company, normally it is 30%. Up to 1 crore, nil. Greater than 1 crore, up to 10 crore, 7%. Why 7%? Because the tax rate is less. Foreign companies will cry otherwise. So I am telling, so okay, boss, see, I'm creating a level playing field. For them, I'm increasing the surcharge. All this you have to remember. And if more than 10 crore domestic company, how much it is? 12%. Is it better to start a company or is it better to start as an individual thing? Company only. See how much benefit. Individual, if you are earning 7 crore, you have to pay 30% anyway, plus 37%. Start a company, no 12% surcharge. Now, because of COVID and other things, again for ease of doing business, where total turnover or gross receipts during 1 year only, which year? Previous year 1920. Only that year, guys. Next year onwards it would increase, I don't care. Only for that year. It came that year, that's why. For that year it is what? Does not exceed 400 crore. Something like, more than a startup. Startups also, of course. If it is not exceeding 400 crore. Tax rate, guys, reduced to how much? 25%. Forever they can claim this. Up to 1 crore, nil. Then this will remain the same, 7 and 12. So for those companies, during the previous year 1920, if their income did not exceed, turnover did not exceed 400 crore, bumper, what is the tax rate for them? 25%. Just before COVID, this was the amendment that had come that time. Mind you, it is not from previous year 1920, only for that year. What? I mean, the turnover for that year, but the tax rate will always be 25%. So what turnover should I see? Only the turnover during 1920. How much should it be? Less than 400 crore. What is your permanent tax rate? 25%. Benefit given to all those companies. So those, now today if I want to open the company and all, now yes, then now normally I have to pay. Only for that company 25%. Benefit was given that time. This was after the death of Arun Jaitley. This was, that budget which Nirmala madam took over. So she said, this is a benefit I am going to give for domestic company. That first ever budget speech, if I am not wrong, yes, this is a benefit. 1819 was the last budget of Arun Jaitley. Then he died. He was hospitalized and he passed away. So she took over 1920. Correct. That budget was released. Correct. But it's only for during that year, 1920. We'll see. Startup taxation, we'll see. Startup taxation, we'll understand. So in the next class tomorrow, we will do a small concept called marginal relief. Do 2-3 sums and then directly start off with PGBP. Profit and gains of business and profit. All this capital receipt and all this we'll discuss there only in PGBP. And then income also will be seeing the definition there in PGBP. Directly we will see profit and gains of business or profession. So this is the way we should study tax, guys, slowly, steadily, and we'll understand everything. It's a very easy subject. Simply it is made out to be very difficult. It's a marketing gimmick. It's actually easy. But then it is easy only if we study like this. Shortcut and all, summary book, all that will useless it is. So it has to be studied like this because this is our future. If you think about it, this is our future. Tomorrow, If you don't know tax, they'll be like, how did you become CA? Tax you don't know, is it? A chartered accountant has to have knowledge about law, tax, everything. Cool. See you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much.